Okay, so now that we've built our network in the logical view from the first video, you notice it says logical up here. This is the logical workspace. What we want to do is look at a little bit of the configuration. Now we've got the select mouse cursor select at the moment. If I hover over a device, say the wireless tablet here, if I hover over that device, you'll see it's got an IP address on the wireless serial interface as 192.168.0.100. So something's happened there. If we come down to the laptop, you'll see that's got an address 192.168.0.101. If we look at the PCs, you'll find that they don't have an IP address. So let's figure out why. If we click onto one of the devices, here's a physical view that we looked at before. We've got various other options along here as well. We can come to the configuration tab and we can look at various things here. Now we're in the settings view at the moment. What we want to do is to come down to the interface, fast Ethernet interface, and here we can see the IP address configuration. It's set for static and I just need to put an address in here. So I'm going to do 192.168.0.200 and it should automatically put the subnet mask in for me, which it has done. So there you go. If we now go over that PC, you'll see it's got the address I've set. So we've configured this PC. For this PC, it's still not got an address. Let's do something slightly different. We'll go into this one, we'll go into the configuration tab, come down to fast Ethernet. Rather than doing static, we'll select DHCP, which tells the device to learn it. Hey presto, you see it actually popped in there, .102, and there you go, it's now got an IP address. So we've got these devices all configured. Let's just have a quick look at the router. So we click on the router. Now that's got a config tab up here, which is the same, but notice it's also got a graphical user interface tab. This is what you see if you browse to the router from a PC, but we can click on it directly and see this tab. Just out of interest, what you would do at home you would go to your PC, you would go to the desktop and you'd run a web browser and you'd put in the address of your gateway, 192.168.0.1. It's set up by default, so it's admin and admin. And hey presto, you've got to the same page anyway. So that's how you do it at home. You actually obviously connect from the PC. But here in Packet Tracer, we can just click on the device, go straight to the GUI tab. Let's just get the wireless a bit better sorted out. So we'll come to the wireless, basic wireless settings. The SSID is called default. I'm going to change it to demo, and I'm going to put some wireless. Oh, we've got to remember on these is it's just like the real device. You've got to scroll to the bottom, and you've actually got to save your settings on each page. So we've changed it to demo. I'm going to go for wireless security, WPA2 personal, TKIP, and I'm going to pass password in of Cisco 123 and come down and save the settings. So there you go, that's how we've configured the router. Now you'll see obviously these devices have now lost their connection. Let's connect the laptop back up. We go back to the laptop, we go to the desktop. There's a few ways to do this, but the easiest way on a laptop is to come to this PC wireless application. This is built into Windows or whatever operating system you have normally, but this is an old Linksys dedicated device, dedicated piece of software to do this. Basically we want to say we want to connect, we refresh what networks are available, and hey presto, we should see there's our demo network. Click on the demo network and say connect. It's telling us it's WPA2 personal, and I put in the passphrase of Cisco 123 and say connect, and hey presto, it's connected. Okay, so those are our basic ways of configuring our network to actually do something and be connected up. So now we should have a working network. Notice on here on the desktop there isn't an IP setup configuration. So here what you've got to do is go into the wireless card. So go into the configuration, come down to wireless, and you've actually got to type the stuff in here in WPA2 personal passphrase Cisco 123, and the SSID was demo. It's not quite as easy to do on this device. And there we go, we put those configurations in, and that's now connected. So that's how we can configure our network, by clicking on the devices, going to the appropriate tab across the top, finding either the application to run or going straight into the configuration and putting in the appropriate commands.